Doing good? Having fun?
Yeah.
Right. Nice hairdos, by the way. Looks good. In case you're wondering what that island was, I'm sure you all saw that on your left. That is Monument Island. The monument on it. It's actually open to the public for free. You can get there. It's open from sunrise to sunset. But you can only get there by boat or by wave runner. It's a really nice place to hang out on the weekends, especially. It gets pretty crowded. All right, our first mansion to your right of the tour. This 3-story mansion with the dome on top. A very famous singer from Puerto Rico lives there. And he's living la vida loca. Anyone?
Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin. Alright. I'm glad you guessed that because I'm not a very good singer. Okay, second mansion right next door to Ricky Martin. The reason that I watched Baywatch, and it was not David Hasselhoff.
Yasmin, please.
I promise it wasn't. Somebody might like him, but he's alright. Carmen Electra. Carmen Electra right there, the 5'2" beauty. Carmen Electra. These are actually 2 separate islands here. These are man-made islands. You have Hibiscus Island and Palm Island. Back in the early 1900s when they were dredging to make these channels wider, they used all the dirt and the fill to make these islands perfectly symmetrical, and obviously it has paid off very, very well here in Miami for real estate. Straight ahead of us is our main island, our Star Island. If you guys look where that boat is, that blue and white boat, all the way down to that white dock, just before that white dock, where all those palm trees are, it's actually one piece of land. There's 55 palm trees at about $10,000 a piece. 5 acres of land for that. The gentleman paid $30 million for the land alone. Yep. Another $65 million to build that mansion. Pretty impressive. Guess who did it? Who else could do it? The only person that could afford to do that here in Miami, the biggest drug dealer in Miami. Captain Phil's best friend.
Hell yeah.
About to be my best friend. Is a true story. Him and his pharmaceutical company invented a little blue pill that sent smiles across the world. Anyone? Viagra. Don't be shy. Viagra, yes. Dr. Philip Frost, inventor and founder of Viagra. You guys see that waterfall right there? Do y'all see that? That's Viagra Falls. Yes. Hey, actually, he's a really stand-up guy and a hard worker. We have to give it for Dr. Philip Frost. His wife, believe it or not, after they became billionaires, she was a school teacher before. She's still a school teacher now at the University of Miami. And obviously, she does not need to work another day in her life, so pretty great. All right, our next mansion. This was in the 1951 classic film Guys and Dolls with Marlon Brando and Frank Sinatra. If you look close around all this coral around the windows and around the balcony, that is hand-carved coral. It's taken about 10 years to complete. They're just now finishing up the front of the mansion. The gentleman who lives here is the founder and CEO of Parker Pen Company, Charles Parker. Also great parties here on Saturdays. Alright, Addams Family. The 1991 blockbuster Addams Family was shot right here in this spooky mansion. This is actually the oldest mansion on the island in 1920. The gentleman by the name of Henry Flagler. If anyone's familiar with Florida, Henry Flagler started the railroad from Jacksonville all the way down to Key West, enabling Florida to be what it is today. So thank you, Mr. Flagler. Yes, Miami Vice. Who doesn't remember Miami Vice? The TV show with Don Johnson. Pink shorts, pink shirt, pink mansion. When they were filming here, Don Johnson fell in love with the mansion, was able to purchase it for $30 million. He lived here about 10 years, so they finished completion of Miami Vice and sold it in 1 week to Elizabeth Taylor for $45 million. That statue that was out there with the rabbit, with the bunny rabbit on top, was actually a gift from Michael Jackson to Miss Elizabeth Taylor. The mansion is still in the Taylor family today. You guys feel the heat? Miami heat? Number 32, when he was on the Miami Heat, Shaquille O'Neal. This is another free throw. He actually lived here with his wife when they were happily married, but unfortunately they did not remain happily married, and she took everything, all of it, even his basketball. But she was real had it. She was going to sell it to Alex Rodriguez, but she actually wound up selling it to Naomi Campbell, the supermodel. Naomi Campbell's mansion. The next one coming up, I don't know if you all remember the movies Cocoon 1 and 2 with the aliens. Nobody ages in the pool. That's right here at this mansion, this yellow one. There's actually 3 pools in this mansion, and this is one of the few that is actually for rent. It's $8,000 a night, 4-night minimum, and it does include Wi-Fi.
C'est slide. C'est slide.
Yo, Mickey. Right here, Sylvester Stallone, Rambo, Rocky Balboa. All 3 of them live right there. Do you guys like the color? Interesting, huh? Alright, if anyone's interested in purchasing, this is one of the few lots remaining, so act fast. It could be yours for $8.9 million. Wendy's Hamburgers, CEO and founder Dave Thomas. Dave Thomas actually purchased this mansion for his daughter Melinda for graduating high school with straight A's. True story. It's pretty awesome. I got a bicycle when I got right at Wendy's. Alright, welcome to Miami. Will Smith, the rapper, the actor. The video Welcome to Miami was shot right here in this mansion. That is Will Smith's vacation home. He comes here with his family only about once a year. But love Will. Alright, this next one, pretty uneventful. We don't know who lives there. I apologize, it's part of the tour. But take a look at that tower in the back. I got a cool little story to tell you about that tower when we get to the end. Alright, the most beautiful couple in show business. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie are going to be moving here to Miami. They just purchased this lot for $20 million. Kind of excited to have them here. You know, they love adopting children. You guys come back in like 3 or 4 years, there's going to be a big old mansion with like 200 kids running around, waving. It's going to be great. Madonna lived here on this island for about 2 years. Rumor had it she got bored of the island and sold it to Xuxa, the Brazilian talk show host. The king and queen of Miami, Gloria and Emilio Estefan. If you guys look close, there's actually 2 separate mansions. The one on the right is a recording sound studio by Sony Sound. They live in this mansion right here on the left. They also have a really great restaurant that I'm going to point out to you when we start heading back in.
What's she gonna do?
Alright, you guys remember Bad Boys 2? You guys seen Bad Boys 2? Of course, Will Smith. This was Will Smith's home in Bad Boys 2. If you remember at the end of the movie when they were in the pool and the pool breaks and they get washed out into the water, that was shot right here. This was originally Jackie Gleason's mansion. It's still in the Gleason family today. And Victoria's Secret does all their interior photo shoots right here exclusively at that mansion.
Scarface là. Ouais, c'est Scarface.
Alright, anybody recognize that song?
Tony Montana.
Bingo. Say hello to my little friend. Scarface right here. This was the mansion. It actually has not changed much over the years since they filmed this here. The original owner of this mansion was Al Capone, the gangster, the mobster Al Capone. Now that tower that I pointed out a few minutes ago, there's an underground tunnel that leads from this mansion to that tower. That was his lookout tower. There was no access here by car. That bridge did not exist. The only way to get here was by boat, so that was his security. Pretty cool little history there. Right next door, can barely see it behind all these trees here, but that's Rosie O'Donnell. Rosie O'Donnell is right next door. That concludes our Star Island tour. You guys like it? It's good? Alright. Now for the fun part. We're going to go out in the ocean now. The only thing I'm going to suggest is everybody put their cameras away. There's definitely potential to get wet, and I don't want anything to happen to your stuff because we are not responsible. We're going to have a good time. We're going to go check out South Beach from the outside. So let's have some fun.